My name is Susheel Agrawal. I am the founder and director of Ethika Insurance Broking Private Limited based out of Hyderabad. There is a huge change in the way the people are perceiving insurance as an industry. If before COVID, if I say, when I'm sitting in a flight and if I'm introducing myself as from insurance industry, people used to consider that okay, कोई policy बेच के जाएगा. For them, before COVID, insurance was more like a tax saving instrument, and COVID has changed that perception. Now, insurance is like any other means of survival like roti, kapda, makan. It is as important as education, it is as important as medicine, it is as important as food, clothing and house. And that you can see in terms of numbers, how the insurance industry is growing. It is not 2 lakh crores, and the health insurance itself is growing at the rate of 30% every year. And we have not even covered 20% of the overall population. Thanks to Prime Minister, the recent schemes which they have launched, it has covered the below poverty line, at least, rather I'll say 10 crore families, that is 50 crore population. But for the large or the super rich people, they don't need insurance, or whether it's health insurance. It's the middle class which is still looking for some means to cover them. For them, it was only ESI, or for government employees, it is some government sponsored schemes. But for other corporates, it's only a health insurance which can safeguard their employees. So personally, I feel there is a lot of changes from the government side, from the corporate side, from the insurance company side, from the insurance broking side towards the positive side, but then there is a long way to go. The major challenge the insurance industry is facing is the awareness of the product. See, health insurance is only for healthy people. That means a person who is already suffering from disease cannot go and buy the policy and expect that if something happens, I can actually claim it. People need to take insurance when they are actually healthy, and that awareness is not there. Unless until people are aware of it and the product becomes from push to pull, that means people should come forward and buy the policy when they are healthy. This is a major challenge which insurance industry is facing, and government is trying to create a lot of programs which can increase awareness. The second challenge is, see, we have 130 crore population, and not even like 15 crores or 20 crores people have actually taken insurance. That means we have huge population which is need to be covered. People in metropolitan cities or maybe in the major cities, they know about insurance. But what about B town? What about villages? We are yet to reach. We don't have any insurance company or somebody who is known about the product and actually trying to tell them about it. So how do we reach out to them? Maybe through online, or maybe we increase the number of agents and train them enough so that they can reach out to the right people and give them the right policy. I think that could be the second challenge which I can say. See, we need to adopt to technology. If you compare the insurance industry in India versus the Western and European countries, we are still 5 to 6 years behind. For them, if you see health insurance as a product, there are 3 different entities talking to each other. One is hospital, because a person is getting into hospital, there the claim is actually arising. Then there is a network of hospitals which is maintained by TPA, which is called as third party administrators, who are actually doing all the networking with the hospitals and negotiating with the hospitals, and the person who is actually claiming, their family members, right? Now these 3 entities are working in 3 different directions. Now we need to use the technology so that all the 3 entities start talking to each other online, on real time, and that will decrease the time taken for settling the claim and also the disputes which is arising from the gray areas, right? And if we can achieve that in this coming months, a lot of insurtech companies are coming now. I think we have really good future for insurance industry as well. See, for me, coming into health insurance industry was more like a chance than choice. And because of certain circumstances, when I started talking to the customers at the time of claim, I realized somewhere indirectly God has given me power to make difference in somebody else's life, I was like feeling like an angel at the time of settling the claim. I was able to help them when a person is actually going through some emotional trauma. And that made me realize that there is a lot of things which we can do, lot of innovation we can do as far as the service part of the insurance is concerned, that is health insurance is concerned. And that made me to get into the insurance broking, where instead of representing the insurance industry, I started representing the consumer, that is clients. And I started taking care of their interest, because those are the people who used to become innocent victim of the fine prints in insurance industry. So I became the fine print of fine prints. That means insurance broker is a fine print of fine prints. So they protect the consumers. And that is how the idea of starting Ethika emerged. When we started very small. We didn't had that kind of goals which we have been taught it from the magazines or from the books, that we need to set 10x goal or we need to have 5 years plan or something like that. We were only looking for that, how do we ensure that this month whatever the clients we have got, we will do our best, go out of the way to ensure that they get the smoothest experience during the claim. And from there we started thinking that what else we can do so that they don't even claim. That means they are healthy enough so that they don't get that scenario of getting into the claim. How can we keep them healthy? And then we started thinking of how do we keep them happy so that they eventually become healthy and they don't even claim. And that is how the journey started. And we started using a lot of innovation, training and other technology, and these are actually helping us to keep that wow factor among the clients, and the business is automatically happening. And probably that is the reason we are till today the 100% bootstrap company. That means not even a single rupee we have taken it from outside, and we are profitable from the day one. It's thanks to our clients and our team, because they are able to keep that confidence alive in our clients. See, I see a lot of hope and brightness when it comes to the future of insurance industry in India. Earlier you might have not seen so many news coming in the newspaper for insurance. Probably the change in the regulator stand from only regulation to development has made these changes. Now you can see so many regulations happening, so many changes happening in Insurance Act, insurance industry, the way the distribution is done, the way the back end is operated. I think most of the people are afraid of the changes, whether they'll be in a good side of it or bad side of it. But personally, I feel that is going to be really helpful for the end user. One such change, which maybe probably last week we have seen in the news, that IRDA itself is launching a portal, the government itself is launching a portal where all the insurance companies will be listing all their products. That means as a consumer, I know that which insurance company I can compare and I can choose. And not only just selling, even the back-end services will be monitored by the portal. Now I can actually see the reviews, I can see how the performance of the product and the policy, and then choose it. And I think that is going to come from the government. It's a, I think, huge and big initiative. I really salute government for taking that.